Imagine you're floating high above Earth. No spaceship, no tether, just you, suspended in the void of space. Now, what if you decided to jump? First, let's clarify. When we say jump, we don't mean a simple hop. In the vacuum of space, there's no air to push against. So you'd rely solely on the force of your legs to propel you. If you're starting from low Earth orbit, like where the International Space Station is located, you're about 400 kilometers, 250 miles up. But here's the twist. You're not technically falling in the traditional sense. Up here, you're traveling sideways at over 28,000 kilometers per hour, 17,500 miles per hour. So, instead of plummeting directly down, you're orbiting. Gravity's pull would eventually slow your horizontal speed. Bit by bit, you'd start spiraling toward Earth. But remember, you're still incredibly high up, so this descent could take hours. At around 100 kilometers, 62 miles, you hit the Kármán line, the edge of space. This is where things start heating up, literally. As you encounter air molecules, the friction between your body and the atmosphere creates intense heat. Without a heat shield, like those on spacecraft, you'd be exposed to temperatures of over 1,500 degrees Celsius, 2,700 degrees Fahrenheit. In short, you'd burn up before hitting the ground. But let's assume you've got a special suit, one capable of surviving re-entry. The next problem? Terminal velocity. As you descend deeper into the atmosphere, air resistance slows your fall. Eventually, you'll reach terminal velocity, the maximum speed at which the drag balances gravity's pull. For a human, that's around 200 kilometers per hour, 120 miles per hour. By this point, the experience would feel more like a high-altitude skydive than a space plunge. Your suit might help stabilize your fall, but the G-forces and high speeds could be overwhelming. Finally, you'd need a parachute. If deployed too early, the thin air wouldn't slow you enough. But if timed perfectly, you could float gently down to Earth, landing safely. So, can you survive jumping from space? With the right gear, yes. But for now, it's a daring leap best left to science fiction. Unless you're Felix Baumgartner, or planning an out-of-this-world adventure. In space, the rules of physics may be different, but one thing's for sure. What goes up must come down.